Hey there, welcome to another episode of Tips and Tech Talk. I am your host, Ron, joined by special guest Steve Durecki, and we are in Shelby Township at Premier Sports Center, where we're going to be flying our drones here in a little bit. But today we're talking about 2018, the year in review as far as drones, and what you can expect from drones in the drone world in 2019. Before we get into our topic, talk a little bit about what's happening behind us.
Well, on Thursdays through the winter months, we do indoor flying of micro airplanes, helicopters, and quadcopters. It's 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., $10, and have fun.
Let's talk about what we came here to talk about. And 2018 was definitely the year of the drones. Let's recap some of the stuff that happened. In the DJI world, you had the Mavic Air, you had the DJI Phantom 4 Pro version 2. You had, of course, the Mavic 2 Enterprise and the Mavic 2 Zoom. But there was other companies making outstanding drones as well. Talk about some of the other drones that came out in 2018.
It also came out is the Evo made by Intel.
Now that's my favorite. That's my favorite drone that I don't have, because in addition to shooting in 4K, it also has some interesting capabilities, or capabilities that's not offered by DJI, correct?
Correct.
Talk about that. Yeah.
Well, the Intel Evo does not have no-fly zones programmed in it.
And that's a big deal. And for people who don't understand, if you have a DJI drone, like is 70% of the market, they have geofencing in each of the drones, which makes it impossible to take off if you're within 5 miles of a major airport. The Autel Evo is special in the sense that it has no geofencing. What does that mean for you on the job?
Well, if I'm on a job and I have asked previous permission to fly near an airport, and I get another job that's a mile down the road, instead of waiting a half hour and I can get clearance from the tower, I can go do the job, take off without having to be shut down because of geofencing.
Not waiting for an approval code from DJI.
Correct.
So that's the Evo. What about the Paradanafi? This is another special drone. Talk about this product.
Well, the Paradanafi, for my business, you're able to take the camera, point it 90 degrees down, like they all do, but then they can actually point 90 degrees upward to do inspections or to get certain shots that are required from a low angle.
Right, like if you're like inspecting underneath a bridge or something of the kind, you can look up. That's a pretty cool thing. Do you think the technology is going to get better? I don't know how it can.
Camera-wise, I don't think that there's going to be too much of an upgrade, but what the drones can do autonomously is going to keep changing, and I believe in not too far in the future, it's going to be like the Jetsons. You're going to see people sitting in a drone and flying to do surveillance or mapping, police work, fire rescue.
And that's the big thing, fire and rescue. That's where DJI is focused on right now with the new Enterprise, really focusing on first responders. What is your thoughts on that? Do you think that's a good move by DJI?
Absolutely. I believe the market has diminished for the hobbyist, and it's all going to enterprise companies, and it's finally going to do what they said it would do. It was going to become like a $100 billion business.
Right, and it quite in front of our eyes. 2018, if that was any indication of what we can expect, 2019 is probably going to blow our minds, and we're going to see something closer to the Jetsons. But speaking of 2019, we've talked about 2018. What do you expect in the drone world in 2019? Look into your crystal ball. What do you see happening?
I see the airways starting to open up with a lot more testing with drone delivery of packages. I already am seeing it with fire departments, police departments, of using it for their benefit. DJI will be coming out with another drone, possibly the Phantom 5, which I definitely will buy.
Let's talk about that Phantom 5. Phantom 5 has been something that a lot of people have been speculating about. What do you think is going to be different with the Phantom 5 than the Phantom 4? I mean, how can they? It's probably going to be the same body, no? Or you think they're going to change the whole body?
I believe that they're going to change the whole body. That's why you saw them stop producing the Phantom 4 Pro V2.
And they only produced that for several months, so I think you might be onto something. I think the next drone from DJI might be the Phantom 5. So Only time will tell. Stay tuned, and we'll keep bringing you the latest information. I want to thank you for joining us today. I want to thank Steve for joining us and being part of today's Tips and Tech Talk. So if you like this video, please like it, share it with your friends, hit that bell notification on my YouTube channel. Also subscribe on my YouTube channel. Go to my website, ronrobinsonstudios.com. You can see a lot more of my work. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time for another episode of Tips and Tech Talk. So long.